There we go. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Francie, and I feel really blessed to guide you through a 1 hour full moon let in the light flow today. So make sure you've got some blocks or even just some books, a cushion to sit on, maybe have a sip of water before we start, and let's get ready to flow. So find your way onto your cushion, take the flesh away from your sit bones. Like any class here on the island, we're going to give just a couple moments to let people join in, get the link flowing. So in the meantime, I am going to choose for us an oracle card. And oracle cards are a really fun way to get a drishti or a focus into the present moment. So you might like to ask yourself a question right now. Maybe there's something that you're struggling with, or maybe something that you'd like more clarity or perspective on. And I'm going to pick a card for all of us from this Gaia Oracle. So let's see what wisdom is in store for us today. Hopefully it's uplifting. Very uplifting. Zen Garden, the inner sanctuary. So let's see what that means for you. And later on in the practice, I'm going to read us what that card means, what it represents. So I'm going to keep that, pop it away, and let's get ready to meditate. So find your way into a comfortable, upright, seated position. Flesh away from your sit bones. Wiggle your rib cage away from the belly. Take a few moments to really arrive in your Zen sanctuary. So creating the conditions in our body mind in which we can meditate. Take a mudra with your hand, thumb and index finger can touch and the palms face up. This is chin mudra. It's a beautiful gesture for receptivity, for allowing, for receiving the energy. And so for this full moon practice, we allow the light of the moon, illumination, to trickle in through our hands. And then this meeting point of the thumb and index finger represents many things. One is the meeting point of our individual self at our highest self, or even of the student and the teacher. So once you've found your mudra, gently close your eyes, please. Take a few deep and cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth to help yourself fully arrive here in this present moment in your inner sanctuary, your Zen temple, wherever you are in the world. Feel your sit bones and your leg bones grow heavy roots down into the earth. And as you inhale, drawing the breath in from the roots of the earth, all the way lengthening the spine, lifting the belly, rolling the shoulders back, growing the spine tall to the sky. Imagine like you are staring straight ahead from behind closed eyes, keeping your eyeballs nice and still behind eyelids. Relax your belly nice and soft. Big Buddha belly. Relax your chest. And begin to deepen the breath in and out through the nose. Taking a quick scan of the body, noticing how you feel in the body. Is there a heaviness, a density, or a lightness? Notice how you're feeling in the mind. Is it busy? Is it fast? Or are you feeling relatively calm and slow? And what's present for you today in the heart? How are you feeling? And the full moon can be a time of being full in the mind or full in the emotions, the emotional waters connected to the tide, the moon. So allow yourself a moment to connect in with how you feel. And then gently connect your hands together at the heart center in Anjali Mudra. Lift the heart, the pads of the fingers push against each other as you lift the elbows. So today, for this full moon flow, I invite us to really let in the light. I invite you to just reflect on these 3 questions right now as well. And so take a moment. What is it that you are celebrating about yourself this full moon cycle? What are you celebrating in your life? What are you celebrating about yourself? And what are you letting go of from this cycle? What are you ready to release? And finally, what are you opening yourself to receive? We'll open our practice with the sound of Om 3 times. So again, staring straight ahead from behind closed eyes. Join me, sing your heart out, especially if there's no one around. So join me, take a nice deep breath in. Gently bow to your heart, honoring the light within, and release the hands. And take a few moments to come back into presence. Inhale, sweep your arms in, receiving all the light, all the magnificence, all the illumination of the full moon. And then as you exhale, bring your hands in prayer to your back side of the body. So there's a beautiful symbolism here, really honoring the darkness, honoring the shadow side of our being. So lift the elbows a little bit higher, point the fingers down, close your eyes, take a few breaths here. The inhale takes the elbows a little bit higher, and the exhale, release them a little bit deeper down back. Inhale, prayer pose to sky. Exhale, release. Bring your hands forward, open your heart, and gently walk yourself to a forward fold, staying on your fingertips to sway side to side. Just taking a few moments to wiggle around and bring some movement into the head and the neck and spine. And then gently walk yourself back to an upright. Switch the cross of your legs, flush away from the sit bones. And come to that little mudra again, arms up, inhale, prayer pose, gathering all of the light, and then acknowledging your shadow side, acknowledging all the stuff back there, recognizing that it's through the dark that we experience the light. I love that quote by Leonard Cohen, one of my heroes. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. And then inhale, take the arms back to the sky, and this time bring it into your heart center. Release your hands to the earth, open your heart and shoulders, and then exhale, slowly begin your journey to the earth, gently swaying side to side. Pushing to the fingers to root the sit bones, walk yourself all the way back up and bring your hands perfect fit on the knees. So coming into our spiral galaxy. So just in any direction, just begin drawing little spirals around your spine. Each rotation, spiral gets a little bit bigger until you come into the full extension of the circle, really feeling the range of motion. And once you reach the full range, and slowly spiral it back in. Spiral it all the way into the center. And then coming into stillness. Take a moment to feel the effects of the practice so far. And then spiraling again from the in circle to the out and back in. Hands a perfect fit on the knees. And just change direction. Let your head get involved, your head being an extension of the spine. And come all the way into the widest expression possible. And then slowly circling back to the center. And find a few moments in stillness to feel the effects. Notice if you're feeling a little bit more centered and grounded. Bring your hands to the cushion or earth behind you to release your feet. Bring your feet parallel. If you have a cushion, you might want to move it to the side now. Bring your fingertips forward. Come onto the balls of the toes. Lift the heart. Maybe your hands can come into prayer. So we're going to come to a kind of rocket liftoff. So lengthen your spine, push down into the balls of the feet, and slowly inhale to a standing. So inhale. Coming all the way to the tippy toes, maybe acknowledging the shadow that's available to you. And then exhale, release hands to heart. Beautiful. So we're going to come straight to a standing today. Take your feet to hips distance. Wiggle out your outfit. Spread your toes. Soft knees. Arms up. Inhale. Take your prayer. Exhale. Bring your hands in prayer to the back, to the shadow side. And then as you exhale, open your arms wide and swan dive forward. Wiggle out the neck. Soft bend in the knees. And bring a gentle bounce here. A nice fascia blasting to create space in the body. Relax your face. Look between your legs. Maybe there's a bend in the knee. Look at your feet. Make sure that the inner arches of your feet are lifted and your toes are spread wide. Hold the elbows in your hand. Let yourself drain a little bit more forward. So relaxing and releasing tension along our shadow side to help us let in a little bit more light. Release the hands. Shift the weight back to the heels. Root down through the forward corners. And slowly roll up. Head comes last. Arms sweep up. The gaze is up. Bring your hands to the shadow side. Back to the sky. Exhale. Bring your prayer into the heart. Close your eyes and revisit your intention to bring in more light, to really receive and allow the cleansing, healing magic of the moon to come into your being today. I'm going to warm up with some sun salutation. So take your feet hips distance, soft knees, release the hands. Arms up, inhale, taking your hands to the shadow side, exhale, melt forward. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Your hands can come to the shin or the thighs to help you get that flat back. And exhale, fold. Bring your hands to the earth. Bend your left knee. Bring your left hand to the center. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Ardha Uttanasana. Open. And exhale, release. Second side. Right knee bends, right fingers to the center of the mat or a block. Inhale, left arm, nice flat back. Feel that long line from the tailbone to the crown of the head. The inhale opens us in expansion, and the exhale, release back down. Plant the hands and come to high plank. Pull the knees up, shoulders over wrists. You might like to rock forward and back through crown of the head and the heels to build some strength, but just make sure that the bum is still, that it's not moving up and down. Come back to center. The knees can come down, zip the elbows in and lower the chest and the chin, Ashtangasana. So this is a beautiful variation to the sun salutation, the high plank to low plank. Come on to the front of the body, tops of the feet, root down into the earth, kneecaps pull up, bring your arms behind you, spread the fingers, and as you inhale, peel the heart off the earth, look up, lift the chin, and when it feels ready, zip your legs together, pull your kneecaps up, spread the toes, reach your hands towards your feet like you're flying, and exhale, release. Hands come beneath the shoulders, take a child's pose. So the big toes come together, the knees can be wide. Wiggle belly between the thighs. Bring your forehead to the earth. Bring your elbows on either side of your ears and bring your hands in a prayer. Just praying for the illumination of any suffering, any darkness, any ignorance in our lives. Relax the face. Remember that you are welcome to gift yourself any variation of this pose throughout our practice. And gently release the hands. Bring your hands, interlace them behind the low back. Come on to the tucked toes. Lift the hips, tuck the head close in, and we'll come to a hare. So the arms waterfall up and over, the gaze is to the belly. Breathing into the shoulders, the neck. Finding your breath. Maybe bring your head a little bit closer. And with the next exhale, gently release. Come and sit up onto your heels. A beautiful samurai seat. This is one of my favorite poses recently. Just get straight into the toes, into the foundation of your being. So hands can come to the thighs, or maybe you're holding the elbows and bringing your chin to your chest. Hug the belly in here. We'll close our eyes for 3 full breaths. I'm a big sigher myself. I find it to be a really excellent way to release tension. So try it with me. Take a big breath in. I can feel you all sighing with me across the world, and I love it. Let's do one more together. Release your hands. Come onto the tops of the feet and take a moment to just feel the rush and gush of energy to your feet. Yeah. Heart chakra opening pose. So come onto hands and knees. Keep your hips 90 degrees above your knees. I like to tuck my toes here and then walk your hands forward, melt your heart, and bring your chin to the ground looking forward, or maybe your forehead to earth. You can also come onto a block. Experiment with opening your arms a little bit wider. Close your eyes, find the breath, and enjoy. And so this is the main part of our body that we need to open to let in the light, the heart. So just notice any tightness or armoring that may have formed around physical, emotional center, and bring softness, love, compassion, light there. Your next inhale, push into your hands. Walk your hands in. Come onto the forearms. Spread the fingers. Push down into the forearms. And we come into a forearm downward facing dog. So this is also known as a dolphin pose. Your feet are hips distance. Push away from the earth with the forearms and press the belly towards the thighs. The heels can be lifted. Just feeling yourself stretch and open and lengthening. And then bring your knees together to the earth. Sit on your heels. Child's pose. So for our child's pose, your arms can be forward, alongside the body, or in a prayer. So anytime we come into child's pose, feel completely welcome to take your favorite flavor. Coming into our first downward facing dog of the practice now. So spread your fingers wide, root them down, come onto hands and knees. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, coming into this inverted V. We take the next few moments to dance our dog. Bend your right knee, press into your left hand, and then press your left knee, press into the right hand. And then just unwind any tension in this pose. Be creative with your movement here as you just explore where there may be some tension holding. Find your breath. Come back to center. Come high on the toes. Soft bend in the knees. Press the belly to the thigh. Lengthen the spine. Push into the earth. Relax the shoulders and neck. The neck is aligned with the spine. Lift the hips. Take the thigh bones back. Lower the heels towards the earth. And so downward dog twist. Take your right hand to the center of the mat. The left hand comes across outside the shin of the right foot. Lift that right armpit to pull the head and gaze through. There goes my shirt. The one day I tried to wear clothes. It's very hot here in the jungle. Keep lifting that right armpit. And exhale, release. Second side. Left hand to the center. Right arm across the body. Lift the left armpit as you pull your heart through the gateway of the hand and the foot. Keep lifting that left armpit. And then gently release. Come high onto the toes. Look up. Take a nice big step to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Nodding the head. Yes, no, maybe so. Soft bend in the knees. Open your arms wide. Lift the heart. Reverse your swan dive. Take your hands in prayer to honor the shadow. And exhale, release the hands. Beautiful. Feeling a little bit more awake now? Okay, we're going to add on. So take your feet hips distance, soft knees. Inhale, sweep your arms out, hands in prayer. Honor the shadow to let in more light. Inhale, look up, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back. Reach long through the crown of the head and the heels. Knees, chest, chin, or just knees, elbows in, come all the way down, cobra. Top of the feet, root down, pull the knees up, roll the shoulders back, lengthening the heart. Make sure that the shoulders have a lot of space, that the elbows are tucked in, that the hands are spread, the kneecaps are pulled up, and then exhale, release. Take a child's pose, or come and meet me in a downward facing dog. So using each breath, each moment to dance around to find the full expression of the pose. Make sure that the fingers are spread wide. Make sure that the feet are hips distance. Okay, so adding on, take your feet together. Bring your right leg to the sky. Three-legged dog, awaken the foot. Push the earth away. Bring your foot to your bum, the knee to the sky. Fire hydrant pose. Stack your hips. Press your foot all the way over to the left. Keep your right armpit square if possible. Keep awake in your hands and foot. Lengthen the leg back to the sky. Three-legged dog. Exhale. Hug the knee in. Lift the hip. Shoulder over wrist. Foot between hands. So always great to set up your alignment. Take the time. Bring your fingers on either side of the ankle. Lift and spread your toes. Nice strong foundation. Lift your hip. Pull your heart long. So this is a low lunge, and it's a beautiful pose in and of itself. So keep drawing the right hip back as you lengthen the crown of the head forward, root down through the four corners of the feet, and take your arms up in a crescent lunge. Sink deeply into the pose. Right hip back, left forward, firm the back leg. Take your arms up. Bring your right hand down to the earth. Reach long fingertip to fingertip, and then bring in a side bend. The gaze is up to the sky, so roll the left rib cage, the left armpit up to the sky. The pinky finger turns down. Keep firm that back leg. Inhale, come all the way back up. Open the heart. Exhale, three-legged dog. Send that right leg back to the sky. And exhale, release. Second side. So take your feet together. Inhale, sweep your left leg up. And as you exhale, bring the foot to the bum, fire a hydrant, stack the hip, press the foot all the way over. Keep your left armpit square, the gaze between the thumbs, find the breath. Inhale, lengthen, three-legged dog. Exhale, prepare our low lunge. Hug the knee in, lift the hip, shoulders over wrists, step the foot between the hands, and set up your foundation. Fingertips, hips lift, toes spread, heart lengthens, arm up. Inhale, and exhale, deepen the pose. So the knee is right over the ankle. Come a little bit deeper. Firm the back leg, hug right hip forward, left hip back. The arms are alongside the ears. Relax the shoulders and open the heart. Relax your left arm down, preparing our side bend. Lengthen fingertip to fingertip. Firm that back leg. Exhale, side bend. Keep rooting down through the four corners of the front foot, the ball of the back foot, and rotate, spiral your right rib cage up to the sky, pinky facing down. Arms up. Inhale. Open the heart. Exhale, three-legged dog. Send that left leg all the way back to the sky. And exhale, release. Come high onto the toes, soft bend in the knees, gaze up between the hands, hop or float. Top of your mat, lengthen spine, adjust your feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Take your arms wide. Root feet come all the way up. Hands to honor shadow side. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart and release. Shake out. How are we feeling? It's a moment to swing the arms. So soft bend the knees. Just release any tension that may be holding in the upper body here. Let yourself play. Maybe you're changing directions. I learned this one in one of them 10-day silent meditation retreats I went to. Have you ever been on one of those? They're an amazing way to connect with yourself and really go in. And if I can do it, you can do it. Trust me. One day I came and everyone was just doing this, and I thought, I just did not get the memo. What is going on here? But the memo was posted, and it really changed my life doing this in a way that just taught me how to really relax and soften the weight of the world that I sometimes carry in my shoulders. Maybe you can relate. And slow it down. And we'll just do some spinal twist side to side. So soft bend in the knees, swinging your arms to the left, lift your right heel, follow your head and gaze for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently come back to center. Okay, we're going to come into the flow again. We're going to add a couple of more advanced poses this round. If it's too much for you, you can just leave those poses out. Just really honor your edge. Let in the light, however feels best for you today. So we're adding a chair pose to start. Utkatasana. Bring your fingertips to the earth. Lift the inner arches of your foot. Sit deeply into your chair. Hug the low belly in. Sweep the arms out. Drop the shoulders. Sink. Inhale, sitting, deepening is what I'm looking for. Exhale, reaching. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Hands to the heart. Fold. Inhale, look up halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to a high plank or jump. Lengthening through crown of head and heels. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, knees, or halfway, and then all the way. Tops of the feet, inhale, cobra, or walk the hands back next to the hips. Tops of the feet root down, knees pull up, heart expands, chin lifts. Feel like you're slithering out of a snake skin. And exhale, downward facing dog. Maybe you're rolling over your toes. Take a moment to find softness in your shape. And then taking your feet together, inhale, sweep the right leg to the sky. Exhale, fire hydrant. Foot to bum, knee to the sky. Press the foot all the way over to the right, also known as the left. Now, for those of you wanting to take it a little bit further, we're going to come into wild thing. Pivot your grounded foot. Shift the weight to the left side of the body. The right side of the body gets light. Press the hips up. Sweep the arms. The gaze is to the middle finger. For those of you out there who feel really open, you can take it into a full wheel, just switching the grip of your hands. Turn the gaze down to the earth. Reverse the flow. Three-legged dog, all of us meeting here, and then exhale, hug the knee in, step the foot through, low lunge, fingertips, hips, and heart. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, release the left arm, firm the leg, lengthen the right arm, sorry. Got my lefts and rights a little confused today. It must be that full moon mind. Inhale, stretch, finger to finger. Exhale, side bend, opening the rib cage, the gaze is up. Inhale, come back to the sky. Open your arms wide like you're receiving all the light, all the love in the planet. We're going to come into a warrior three balance pose. So yield into the hug. Inhale to lean back. Exhale, mindfully, we shift the weight onto the front foot. Lift the back heel. Turn the big toe down so the hips are square. The arms can be wide for extra support, or maybe they're holding your superhero cape behind you. Lift your heart, lift your heel. Exhale, crescent lunge with control. Now, some of us are feeling the strength of the full moon, so I'm going to offer you a one-legged vinyasa, but it's your choice. One-legged vinyasa, two-legged vinyasa. Come straight into a resting pose, child's pose, down dog. Open your heart, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands and float your right foot in a high plank. Exhale, elbows in low plank. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal it out. And we come into this low on our second side. Step the feet together. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Bring your foot to your bum, the knee to the sky. Open your hip, beautiful hip opener here. And if you'd like to come into the wild thing with me, then shift the weight onto the right side of the body. Pivot the grounded foot to the room behind you. Flip your dog. The gaze is to the middle of the left hand. Hug your shoulder in. Take a full wheel if that's in your flow today. Just be mindful of your edge. And then turning the head and gaze down. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. How are we doing out there? You good? We're almost there. Lift the hips, reach the heart forward, arms up. Inhale. Exhale to sink into the pose. Relax the shoulder and relax the left arm down. Inhale, lengthen, fingertip to fingertip. Exhale, side bend, opening the heart, letting in the light. Push into the feet, arms up. Inhale. Open your heart, open your arms, receive all the light of the moon. And then as you exhale, gently shift weight to the front foot, lift the back leg, turn the big toe down, lift the heart, and take the arm variation of your choice. You can bring more bend into this front knee for extra stability. Inhale here. Exhale, crescent lunge with control. Open the heart, inhale. Exhale, one-legged vinyasa, two-legged vinyasa, or come straight into a rest. Child's pose or down dog. We're all going to meet in a child's pose, taking 5 full breath cycles here. Good job, everyone. Coming back into that Zen garden, that inner sanctuary. With your next inhale, slowly come up onto hands and knees, please. And we'll prepare a pigeon pose, one of my favorites. So I do pigeon every single day. Take your knees, touch. Spread your fingers, right leg reaches out behind you. Lift the heart, lift the heel. And as you exhale, hug the knee in to round the spine and take the knee behind the right wrist, tucking the back toe and bringing your back knee back. Now you might take a cushion under your back knee. You may take the flesh away from your right sit bone. Take your hand to the inner fleshy part of the knee. And your left hand comes into the inner arch of your foot. You're going to push down and then inhale to take the shoulders open. Tuck your back toe. Lift your back leg. Close your eyes for 3 full breaths in this energized variation of our pigeon. And gently release. Bring the knee down. Release the hand to the earth. Bend your back knee. Take a hold of the top of your foot. So maybe your hand is on the top foot, or maybe it's on a strap. Maybe it's resting on the elbow, or maybe if you're feeling super flexible in the low back, your hands come up and over to hold the foot, kicking the foot into the heart. So take whichever variation brings you to your edge, maybe even right arm to the sky, thumb, index finger. And then gently release. Hands come forward. Tuck your toe. Make sure that your knee is nice and aligned. Open your heart. Inhale and exhale. Right arm, left arm. Maybe stacking the fists here. Melting forehead. The top of the foot can come onto the earth. Wiggle around until you find a place that is meeting you at your edge. Find that place where it hurts so good. We're going to hold this pose a little bit longer than the other ones that we've practiced so far. You've heard it before, most likely if you've been to any yoga classes, and that's that the hips are representing our ability to move forward in life with grace and ease. They are a storage place for our emotions. So as we hold this pose, again, I will invite you into that inquiry of what are you letting go of. So as you inhale, mantra, let, exhale, go. We'll do that a few more times together. Inhale, let, exhale, go. Inhale, let, exhale, go. 2 more. And gently push into your hands to help yourself rise to an upright. Gently walk your hands over to the right, rolling over the right hip bone, and taking the back leg down the center of your mat. So take the foot about 2 or 3 fist distance away from your extended leg. Your toes are drawing back. Bring your left hand outside of you. Your right hip can lift right off the earth. And we're going to push into this left hand, help give us some height. Left arm or right arm, an index finger. Open your heart. Inhale. As you exhale, dive your arm down the center. Flip the palm. Wrap it around. Reach the left arm around. Maybe you can grab hold of your wrist, or maybe you're taking a strap right now. Stay active in the foot. Open your heart, inhale, and then as you exhale, lift and dive your heart over the leg, chin to chest. Marichyasana. This is pose of the sage, one of the 7 Saptarishis, one of the 7 great seers, one of the original channelers of the system of yoga. Press the upper arm into the front of the leg, the front of the right shin. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, come a little bit deeper for 3 more full breath cycles. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Gently release the hands. Come all the way to an upright. And take both legs long. Just feel the difference side to side. Thumb inside the wrist. Wrap the fingers around the thumbs and just give yourself a little shake out. Can you feel the difference? Pretty awesome, hey? Yeah. Take your arms up to the sky. Open your heart. Dandasana. Close your eyes. Hug the toes back. Push out through the 4 corners of the feet so much the heels are lifting. Relax the shoulders and close your eyes as you begin to feel a gentle trickle of light touching the tips of your fingers and moving all the way down the arms, sending all this light and love and energy into the heart, this courage, this openness, expansion. And gently lower the heels. Lean back, open the heart, inhale. And then slow motion up and over with the rib cage. Drive the heart forward. Bring your hands to rest on the shin or the ankles. Open your heart and exhale, dive forward. Little variation here. Interlace the hands behind the back. Lift and open the heart. And then as you exhale, the bunny ears come all the way up and over. Maybe your head is on a cushion or resting in your lap. Each exhale, an opportunity to soften. Inhale, come all the way up. Bring your hands behind you, fingertips facing the top of the mat. Purvottanasana. Point the toes, shift the weight into the heels, lift the hips. Maybe the head comes back if there's no issue with the neck. Keep pressing the hips up. Hug your chin in, gently lower down. Crisscross at your heels. Take your hands forward and come on to all fours, preparing the sequence on our second side. So take a moment to shift it side to side. Maybe you're taking a few rounds of cat-cow. Feeling into what your unique body needs in this unique moment. Okay. Take the feet together. Lengthen the left leg behind you. Inhale to lift. Exhale, round the spine. Hug the knee in. Place left knee behind left wrist. Tuck your back toe and take your back leg back. Bring your left hand in the fleshy part of the inner thigh knee and your right hand to the inner arch of the foot. Push down to inhale, lift up, take the shoulders back. Tuck your back toe to lift your back knee and feel the strengthening, opening, energizing flow of breath moving into the shape. Nourishing our low back, our energy there. Release the knee. And gently pushing into the back knee, lift up the back heel. The right hand can take the top of the right foot and hug it in. You can even look back to the feet. Maybe you're bringing it into the elbow, or if you're feeling super open, bring your left arm to the sky and back to the foot. Maybe both hands are on the foot, the elbows hugging in toward each other, kicking the foot into the hands, lifting the chin, full expression, and then gently release the foot with control. Bring your hands forward, tuck your toe to make sure that your leg is nice and aligned. Open the heart, inhale, and then gently find your forward fold. Right arm, left arm, stack your fists. Maybe you're bringing a cushion. The top of the back foot can rest. Take a few moments to wiggle around. And then find complete stillness so that any undigested emotion or experience that may be holding here has the opportunity to rise to the surface and release. So please join me. We'll do a few rounds of our mantra, let go. So inhale, let. Exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Take a couple more. Nice, soft face. And with your next inhale, push into your hands. Help yourself release the toes, walking your hands all the way over to the left, rolling over the left hip, and drawing the back leg forward down the mat. Now, bring the left foot flat onto the foot, maybe 2 or 3 fist distance. So I'm showing you on the side now. Right fingertips tent behind the back to help you lengthen the spine. The toes draw back. Left arm to the sky. Maybe you're taking a mudra. Maybe you're grabbing hold of a strap here. Open your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Slice down the middle of your birthday cake. Flip the palm. Wrap it around the leg. Maybe you can hold on to the wrist here or a strap. Now press that left shoulder into the left leg. Keep the toes drawing. Lift the heart. And exhale up and over into a forward fold. Marityasana, sage pose. Bringing in an illumination of wisdom and light and discernment. Cultivating this energy that is intrinsic to the full moon, this luminescence, to bring light to anything that is hidden, to any suffering, any darkness, to any tension you might be feeling in the back of your leg and beyond. So keep pushing the shoulder back with the leg. Find your breath. And then with your next inhale, look up. Release your hands forward. Come all the way up. Bring your hands behind you. Shift the weight back to release the leg and shake it out. Take your feet on the earth. Take your arms by your side, lean back, lift the heart. Option to lift the legs in a baby navasana, or maybe you're lengthening legs. Maybe the arms are by the ears, maybe you're expanding the boat. Hug your belly in, engaging the core, so find your variation. Last big breath, inhale. Exhale, release the feet and release all the way to the earth with control. We're going to come up into a couple of rounds of back bend. So bring your fingertips to touch your heels. I'll show us first bridge pose, and then take us into a full wheel. If that's part of your practice, then I invite you to join me. If not, you can just repeat this first variation a second time. So bringing your fingers to your heels, root down the feet. Pushing down, we lift the hips all the way up, rock our shoulders underneath our back, maybe interlacing the hands and pressing one big fist into the earth. Now lift your chin to make sure that your neck has space. Hug your knee in towards the midline to help you lift your hips a little more. Take a nice big inhale breath here. And then as you exhale, release one shoulder at a time. Roll down one vertebrae at a time. Bring your feet together, your knees wide, one hand to the heart and one hand to your belly, closing your eyes to take a few breaths. Now, if you're already feeling excited to be on the ground, that's enough for you for this practice, then you can stay here in this beautiful pose, Supta Baddha Konasana, as the rest of us come up into our second round of Setu Bandhasana, or full wheel pose, Dhanurasana. Hands outside the knees to help lift the knees up, feet, hips distance, fingertips to the heel to measure the distance, lift the hips. So as you push down, lift the hips all the way up, rock the shoulders, hug the knees in. If you're coming to a full wheel, the hands come on either side of the ears, fingertips facing the feet, slide onto the crown of the head, hug the knees and the elbows in midline, then pressing into your hands, lengthen all the way up. Press your heart out. Maybe you can walk your hands in towards your feet a little bit. If you're feeling adventurous, maybe you'll take one foot up at a time. You're welcome to roll down onto the back, into the resting pose anytime. So we'll take just another breath or two here. Chin to chest to release. Ripple through the spine and take your feet together, knees wide. One hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. We're almost there. You guys are doing great. If you're still here, thank you so much for offering yourself this practice today, this sacred time to honor the body temple, to nourish presence, love in your life. Take the hands outside of the knees, hug the knees into the chest, gently rock side to side. You can come slow motion all the way to one side and then slow motion all the way to the other, just noticing where you're experiencing any tension or any softness. The next time you come all the way over to the right, stay there. Open your arms wide in a T. Coming into a twist. Lift and lengthen the spine. Adjust yourself so that the left shoulder is on the earth. The gaze is to the left. You might like to take a cushion between your knees, or if you're not feeling the stretch of the spinal twist, you might even wrap the top leg eagle style around the bottom leg. Walk your left fingertips out to the left a little bit deeper. Close your eyes for 3 breaths. Head and gaze to the sky. Gently roll onto the back. So release the twist or the cushion. Lift the hips to even out the spine. Arms are alongside. And we come to our twist on the second side. So lowering our knees all the way over to the left. Lift the rib cage. Roll onto the back. The gaze is to the left, the right hand. Walk the right hand a little bit deeper. And take your variation. Maybe there's a cushion between your knees. Or maybe taking it a little bit deeper by wrapping the upper leg on the bottom leg. Keep both shoulders ground as much as possible. Close your eyes. Turn the head and gaze up to the sky. Gently unwind your twist, releasing the cross of the legs. Take your feet all the way up. The big toes are touching. The ankles, knees, and hips are in one line. If you have a block, you might like to come into a supported shoulder stand. If you want to come up into a full shoulder stand, you're welcome. Or you might like to just take happy baby for your inversion today. You can even do that supported on a block. So we'll take 10 final breaths here before Shavasana. enjoying the benefits of reversing your body, of drenching all of your organs and glands with fresh, vitalizing energy, marinating in the light of the moon, marinating in all of the goodness of practice. When ready, lift the hips, gently release vertebrae by vertebrae, and the legs all the way down the mat, using your core, or one leg at a time, and wiggle your way into Shavasana, taking your legs as wide as the mat, your arms 45 degrees beside you. And take a big, deep breath in. And as you exhale, fully release. If you'd prefer to complete our practice in a seated meditation, you're always welcome. When I'm teaching, I always like to finish in a seated meditation. So closing your eyes, let go of the breath. Zen garden, inner sanctuary. Life is full of ups and downs, a constant ebb and flow between war and peace. Everything has a positive and negative charge, harmony and disharmony, order and chaos, clarity and confusion, calm and conflict are all partners. In our physical world, you cannot have one without the other. Yet, like all of us, you sometimes wish things could change. Why can't we just live in peace? Well, the answer is that peace is possible, but you can only find it from within. The first step is to accept the world just as it is. Just let things be. Trust that everything happens for a reason and that there is a higher purpose to all things. Become aware of your breath. Let it guide you to a place of peace and light. A beautiful garden within the golden chamber of your heart. It is here, within your inner sanctuary, that you will find the peace you seek. Peace is only possible when there is peace within our hearts. When you're able to find peace even in the midst of chaos, then you're a true master. So if you'd like to silently repeat the mantra after me, you're welcome. I accept and love the world as it is. I trust that there is a higher order to everything. I find solace in the sanctuary of my heart. I move my awareness within. I am the peace I seek. Keep the stillness in your body and just draw the awareness into your heart. Reconnecting to how you're feeling here after we've been moving lots of energy through the practice, through the breath, through your awareness. If light is in your heart, you will find your way home. Rumi. With your awareness resting at your heart center, I invite you to take 5 deep breaths into the sacred space of your heart. I invite you to stay in Shavasana for as long as you like, perhaps staying here even after our stream moves in a new flow. If you're ready to complete your practice, take a big breath into the belly now and use the exhale to awaken fingers and toes. Stretch your arms long above the head and find your way onto one side. And keeping your eyes soft or closed as you gently move your way into a meditation pose. And the spine is nice and long. Take any mudra you like. Maybe your hands are in prayer or in a chin mudra. Taking a few moments to notice how you feel after the practice. Take a moment to reconnect to your intention of letting in more light. Moving into the rest of your day, making a loving commitment to yourself, to opening yourself to receiving more of this beautiful light. Honor the darkness and to let in more light. Take a moment to bring gratitude to yourself for showing up to the practice itself, for helping to bathe us in the radiance of our potential, of the light, for helping to guide us home. And if there's anything else you feel grateful for, bring it into this moment. We'll seal our practice with one beautiful Om all together. So singing from your heart, a big, beautiful sound all together so I can hear you all the way in Thailand. Breath in. Namaste. The light in me sees the light in you, and I know that we are one. My name is Francie from Pure Flow Yoga. If you'd like to practice with me more, check out my offerings at pureflow.yoga. And I look forward to seeing you again here next week at the Sanctuary TV. And thank you so much to Munir and Bo, to Carolyn, to Nolan, and the whole family here in paradise. Sending you so much love, so much light. Until next